What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody is having a nice and lazy Super Bowl Sunday and gearing up to have a bunch of good food and, drinks and watch the game. I've never been a football fan, but it's like the one game I'll actually watch every single year, mostly because it's what everybody else is doing and there's nothing else to do. So let me know in the comments who you want to win. I guess it's the Patriots and the Seahawks. I don't really have a preference. I would say the Seahawks just because I feel like the Patriots always end up winning the Super Bowl. We'll go with the Seahawks. Why not? Speaking of the Super Bowl, I hear that Trump is not going to be attending because apparently, one, he feels like he will just get ruthlessly booed, which I believe happened the last time he went to the Super Bowl. And then the other thing is that, he's protesting the fact that Bad Bunny, a Puerto Rican guy who is going to do the halftime show, him and a bunch of MAGA guys don't like him. I also hear there's supposed to be some sort of, circus sideshow with Kid Rock or an alternate performance. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to do a really quick one because I came across this video and it made me laugh. So we'll get into it and then I'll react, like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And here's the video of Ruben Gallego talking to Scott Bessent.
So you are fully aware that the president is suing your agency for $10 billion.
Yeah.
We would agree. Would you agree that $10 billion is a good sum of money?
Yes, sir.
Where would that be cut from? Let's say for some reason he actually wins that lawsuit. Where would that $10 billion come from?
Again, it would come from
process-wise. I'm not asking your opinion whether it's right or wrong.
It would come from Treasury.
It comes from Treasury, which comes from the general fund?
The Treasury general account.
So taxpayers.
Yes.
Okay, so for those who don't know the backstory, Trump is suing the IRS, which is, under the Treasury, for $10 billion because somebody leaked his tax returns, I guess, or something like that. Now here's what's funny. As far as I know, and I barely read that story, but it was the guy who leaked it had confessed and, said he was guilty or whatever. And but here's the thing. Every single president for the past 50 years at least has released their tax returns. Every single one, except for Trump. So he's the only one who has not released his tax returns, and there's a good reason, because he doesn't want anybody to know what kind of shady shit he's doing, how he's making all of his money. I used to think that it was because that he didn't want people to know that he wasn't as rich as he claimed to be. But now more and more it's just that he doesn't want anybody to know how he's getting all of his money, even though it's out in the open corrupt. Anyway, so it's so funny because Ruben Gallego does a great job of just saying so Trump is going to sue your department, the Treasury, for $10 billion, and if he wins, where's that money coming from? Oh, the general fund, which is paid for by taxpayers. So Trump wants to sue his own government and have the taxpayers pay him $10 billion. I would say I'm surprised, but honestly, I'm not. It's Trump. He tries to sue for literally everything and nothing. Will he win this suit? Probably not. And again, every single person who's ever been president of the United States releases their taxes, except for Trump. And then the other thing, too, that I don't understand why they think it's some big secret is that, Trump's taxes were already kind of brought out back the first term because I can't remember if it was New York Times or who it was, but they also found out when he, after he was out of office, a bunch of, that he's guilty of tax fraud as well as business fraud and bank fraud and real estate fraud when Letitia James got him in Southern District of New York on 34 felony counts. So I can't understand the argument of I was hurt personally, which is dude, you lie about everything all the time, and everybody knows that you're a fraudster and a cheat. So what does this matter to you? Anyway, like I said, I find it funny because, like I said, he's trying to get $10 billion for this lawsuit. Meanwhile, Scott Bessent, the total cuck, is sitting there going yeah, he's suing us. Yeah. And I want to just add as an aside that, look how uncomfortable Scott Bessent looks. he sounds like you can tell that he's like, oh crap, he's gonna corner me. He's gonna ask me the question that I don't want to answer. Like, he's just so bad at this. Anyway, hope everybody has a great night, enjoys the game. If you're a bettor, maybe you win some money. If you're an eater, hope you have a good meal. If you're a drinker, don't get too drunk. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.